in at the small forward. And for the Kings, at small forward and power forward, it's Ariza and Barnes. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Bagley in at the 5. Now, here's Fox. Right side Bagley. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
Now, here's Rubio. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Rubio against Barnes. The shot by Sharch, no good. Doris, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
That's good from Barnes. Out of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open-floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, do you have great athleticism? Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced sort of read and react system is the absolute ideal style.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Healed outside. Pass to Fox. And he banks in the layup. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Here's Booker. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And yes, it's good.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, you love guys who are efficient, reliable free throw shooters. Devin Booker is not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Now, here's Fox. On the wing, Heel. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
They get the rebound. Ayton. Great D that time from Bagley.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
I
First one falls for him.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Back to Saric. Oubre outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Outside, Fox. Dishes it to Barnes. Back to Fox. Shakes over Rubio. It's all tied in Sacramento. And will return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Holmes, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has on his 3-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great examples. Here's Saric after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. No good from Booker. There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
With the floater, they get it back. Here's Holmes. Baines with the block. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Saric. Over Fox. The shot by Saric, no good. Kings have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
It's his first trip to the line.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season, 89% on the year.
The first one falls. Sacramento making some changes. Marvin Bagley comes in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Barnes in for Richaun Holmes. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kaminsky comes in for Saric. Oubre's checked in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Devin Booker. Both free throws good from Hield.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Rubio outside, and De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. That was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive spark they so desperately needed. The long arms, he can get in the passing lanes, and he plays with tremendous energy, and they love him.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
And remember, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
And the Kings making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Now here's Ayton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rubio against Fox.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
The Suns shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Kaminsky. Joseph, he's checked in for Sacramento. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Ayton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now Barnes. 5 on the clock. Releases. Can't nail the jumper. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Suns lead by 1. Live from Golden Wars, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Suns leading. Saric outside. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Passes it to Booker. Rubio. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year convo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. And Bielitsa in for Harrison Barnes. Here's Booker. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Booker's got 7 points.
Well, just such a crafty offensive talent. Devin Booker working the mid-range. What doesn't he do?
Outside, Fox. And the pass to Giles. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Sharich. Booker outside. For three. Drills the three-pointer. And it's an 8-point Phoenix lead.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead. And now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
Here's Fox. And nothing is falling for him right now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No good from Booker. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Fox. Some solid defense from Ayton. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Kings trail by 8. Rashawn Holmes out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Holmes. Nails the baby hook. Holmes got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Sacramento. Rubio against Joseph. Teardrop shot and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got the lead, back up to 8 now for the Suns. Johnson against Bogdanovich. It's deflected.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
Here's Bridges. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Holmes. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Now, Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by the Kings. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ariza finds Bogdanovich. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Ariza.
Trevor Ariza, championship pedigree, cool, calm, and collected in big moments.
And the Suns call time here. They're up by 4. A minute 20 left in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bagley, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Barnes comes in for Rashawn Holmes. Hields checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Fox in for Joseph. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams...
1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Barnes against Ayton. Shot by Hield, nobody around. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner. Loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Booker. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. Bagley with the rebound.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Timeout, timeout.
And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're in front by 1. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Bogdanovich. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Suns. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Oh, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Saric.
What an aggressive drive. Barnes initiating some of that contact, gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line. Nice.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
A really solid free throw shooter. The team would like to see Barnes get to that line more often.
Barnes hits them both. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. To tie it up. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, with that calm demeanor, Barnes sticks that one right in their eye.
Deep. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Kings, Hield and Ariza. They're the 2 and the 3. Barnes at power forward with Bagley in the middle. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. Barnes passes to Hield. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Lets a floater go, and he gets it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Well, you won't see a lot of this. Barnes tends not to draw a ton of fouls, but he baits the defender in that instance.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Barnes hits them both.
But those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
Well, Phoenix shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Now here's Booker. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Here's Barnes. Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Fox. Got it. A huge shot to tie it up.
And Fox started to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And the Suns call time here. And here's Booker. Yes, and the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
Free throw good, Booker. Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 3. 41 seconds left in overtime. Here's Fox. This one for 3. And no good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. We can probably expect to see them slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Barnes. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
This is something we've seen from Harrison Barnes since his collegiate days at North Carolina, the capacity to light it up from mid-range.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Fox against Rubio. Fox, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, Dario Saric has a busier schedule than most NBA players because almost every offseason, guys, he spends his whole summer as one of the key players on the Croatian national team. He's a player who basically plays year-round. That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Pass to Ariza. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams
I felt like gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that'll do it, folks.